audio's been, I don't know why sometimes the
Video wasn't going?
no,
Okay.
the audio,
Okay.
it was muted. So poor people haven't been able to hear any of your amazing talk.
Oh, do it again.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're going to start this over again.
Okay.
We need to start this over again. Oh man. All right. All right, folks. There's still some people here. Okay, you're still here. Thank you. We're going to be here. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, okay, I'm going to give a quick recap because this gentleman's amazing. So, for all of those, and thank you all of you over in Instagram world that are still um, with us. Okay, recap is Chuck's. Oh, how do we recap all this wonderful conversation? Chuck has been at Rythmia this week with his family members, 9 people altogether, one of which wasn't a family member.
Right.
And but the rest were all, and his grandson, his sons,
children's daughter,
like family here. And his son in 2017 started working with psilocybin and encouraged the family one by one to kind of come and do psilocybin. And in 2023, you had your first experience with psilocybin and sassafras. Expressed a great ability to love in a way that he hadn't been able to love. And then was doing ceremony once a quarter. And now ended up, how did you get to Rythmia?
Dave encouraging me. And this time when he told me who was coming, I just felt impressed that I needed to be here with them.
Meaning the family members
With
that
the
were
family,
coming.
yes. I have been in a very high level of joy and peace in my life for 5 years. During that time, when I had the first experience with psychedelics, it was kind of a booster above that even. So I floated along, and now I'm here. And 3 things have happened for me since I came here. One was what I need to do now with where I am, what I've learned, where my heart is. And that is to take what I know now and reach out to others, especially starting with my family, but leaving it open for any person who would talk with me and could benefit from what I could offer them. And that was confirmed to me in the this week's time of being here, that I needed to do that. That was an answer for me going forward. You emphasized that today in one of your slides. I was impressed with that. It hit me like a bolt of lightning.
Which slide? What slide was it?
It was the one where we take and what we do now with this, where we go and what we can do with what we've learned to be a help to others.
A beneficial presence.
Yes. And then the other thing is the way people reacted to me today, which I was having a hard time dealing with that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I would affect anybody's lives like that. And so many people saying what they did. That was another confirmation of maybe what I should be doing. Not maybe, but definitely.
Yeah.
If I can do that for others, I need to get with it.
Well, you hold one of the gentlemen that commented, he said he doesn't have a relationship with his father. Chris.
Yes.
Chris was talking about that. He didn't. He does now, right? After ceremony, he was one of the guys that healed his relationship with his dad. But he said you were like a placeholder for him. You represented the father energy.
Something of a catalyst for him, I guess.
Yes.
A place for him to he could climb on me and jump off to his father.
Well, and I've had that experience. You know, my mother passed away about 10 years ago, and there's a lady, a man and woman, older couple in Los Angeles that sort of adopted me, and I adopted them. And they, you know, they were like, "We're your adopted parents." And once my mom passed away, there were some moments like when I graduated from practitioner studies and became an agape licensed spiritual practitioner, and you know, uh, Mama B, as I called her, you know, she was there, and it wasn't that she was replacing my mom or that she was uh, standing in for my mom, but she held that the place of mother. She held the energy of mother, and was so meaningful to me to have her there. And of course, I love her, and so I think, you know, you represent so much, coming from a Montana farm background and finance, and you know all of the things that you had expressed, and um, and I think that was one of the things that people were really attracted people to you, but also it's the work that you've done. You know, as you said, you've opened up in a way, and that's what makes us an attractor field. You know, people are just gravitating towards that, and you exude that, and I think it will be a wonderful catalyst for others, an accelerant for others. So I believe the calling that you heard is indeed powerful, powerful calling. Uh, you have that within you, so I'm with you, man.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
So a little bit, let's see, where are we at time wise? Okay, we're doing all right. So some of the tenets at Rythmia are that you see you've become merged with your soul and heal your heart. Now, you know, you've done a lot of work. And in fact, you shared with me earlier that you felt like you had done that already.
Yes,
before coming.
I'd accomplished the 3 goals. I was already there.
So then how was this week for you?
To appreciate the system that you have here. I know about these systems, these methods, and this Rhythmia has perfected the system for helping people. And you have to come to experience it. It's something you have to experience. You can't appreciate it until you experience it, and what it will do for you. And you have to believe. You have to believe. I came here believing that there was something here. I wanted to learn, but I wanted to be here with my kids. I don't know why that is so strong for me, to be here with my kids for this time.
Yeah.
Some of them have been here before,
Yes.
but I've seen them struggle with emotions and things in their lives, some even traumas, and that I wasn't even aware of at the time they were happening. That's how I guess I was out of touch with what was going on for them. I wasn't the kind of a father figure then that I feel I can be now. And I only say that because that's what they tell me. Yeah.
Oh man, but it's really beautiful. We're all growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite sayings is the greatest barrier to learning is to think you already know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's just, I'd love to acknowledge you for being willing. You know, it's inspiring. As we all continue to get older, you know, there's a shift that happened in my life where, you know, I used to be the young one, and now I'm not. People look to me, you know, in Spanish, when a term of respect for your elders is don. So, you know, you wouldn't be Chuck, you would be Don Chuck. You know, Don. Don is like, you know, like Don Corleone.
Mhm.
That's the same in Italian. Don and Donna are titles that you give to your elders out of respect. And so when people started calling me Don John, I thought, what the hell? I'm not ready to be Don John. But one of the things that I love about the people that have moved, matriculated through life, if you will, with grace and peace, are those who have stayed connected to the younger generations. And that's always been an aspiration of mine, that, as I continue to move through this beautiful, each phase is so beautiful in life, and I also want to emulate those that I have, that I respect, and I will count you among those that I would like to emulate as I move and matriculate through life as well. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was 21, I was waiting tables. I was working my way through college, and I got a job at the Ritz-Carlton, and I got the lunch shift, right? So I was waiting tables at lunch, and this guy comes in with his wife and daughter. It was his 98th or 99th birthday. So they come to lunch at the Ritz-Carlton, and his wife, obviously not his original wife because she was in her 70s, and his daughter wasn't much younger than the wife, So the wife and the daughter and the birthday boy are there, and this guy was just with it the whole time. He was witty and sharp and, made comments, and I was rolling, and I was so taken with this guy. At 21, I said to him, at the end, I bring his birthday dessert, and I say, "Sir, I've so enjoyed serving you today. And I just love the way you are. And I'm starting on this road that you've already gone down. What advice would you give me?" It's just this young, naive kid, so taken with this 99-year-old guy. "What advice would you give me?" And he goes, "Go to the bathroom as often as possible."
Good advice.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What advice would you give us, Chuck?
Open your hearts. Be kind. Learn to do those things. Learn to express love and pull it from others because they are hungry to give it. I felt that here in the way people responded this morning in our closing ceremony. I never expected that anything like that was going on. And but during this week, I have made it a point wanting to go around and talk to everybody that I could get to and find out how they're doing and what their feelings are about things. And they began to open up to me and tell me things. And I would try to give them some courage. After our first night, I felt more like a warrior. I got strength from it to not be, I could throw caution to the wind and go right to them where they were sitting. And it's unbelievable how they responded. They seemed to be hungry for someone to show love to them. And I don't know, I think they're also hungry to show love back. And I got it back this morning.
You sure did, man. In an incredible way. And well deserved. What was that great old Nat King Cole song, Nature Boy? The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't get that until you become a Don.
That's right. Well, Don, Chuck, it has been a pleasure meeting you this week and spending this time with you this afternoon.
Well, thank you.
It's a real pleasure, and I trust our paths will cross again.
I hope so.
Yes.
You're a great man, John Jacob.
Thank you, Chuck. Really appreciate it. And thank you all for joining us, especially those that hung in with no sound. So thank you. Blessings. Have a great